Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Okay, Larry Butt, why are you lying to us?
Larry Butts, why are you the way that you are?
So you think all I wanted was to go visit Yes, dressed as Santa? Was he dressed as Santa?
So I think the evidence here is what the card he wrote, right?
Letter from a stalker, let's see.
Wendy,
I'll be... Oh, it's like
Mindy.
bad handwriting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Let's see. So where would we present that? Is it a case of mistaken identity?
Keep going. Keep going.
Off. Why would I ever put myself to... okay. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that.
I have nothing to press.
Okay. Why would you do that on
Hold
purpose?
it! Larry, this is the final point you wish to make?
You got it. I've caught on all the energy I have and told it to you with all my soul. Did a spirit bomb?
In that case, allow me to take that soul and break it.
Jeez. Huh? Yes, we'll stamp it under our feet until it's been ground to a fine powder. A fine powder?
Ha! Ha! Yeah!
Eek! Scary.
If you really put all your soul into that, then you're ready for what's coming, right? I like how everyone is like unified against him.
Yeah, like nobody...
everyone teams up on, even Olbag is like, this
all
guy
enemies
sucks.
join forces.
In place of the Honorable Larry, I offer my soul to you.
Larry, come out from behind there and face us like a man.
You're scary, my liege.
This whole testimony is one giant confession of all that he's done tonight. He's practically begging me to show why he bothered. Probably the first part here, what you think all I wanted to do,
let's see. So you think all I wanted
try
to...
pressing it at least.
Yeah.
Hold it!
That card's going somewhere for sure.
Well, I have been saying that for a while now. After all, if not for that, then for what other reason did you wish to go down that chimney?
Hold it! You can't say that without any evidence.
Not so fast! Thanks for keeping the prosecutor in line for me, Mr. Suspect. Hold it! I have the evidence, and if you wish to see it that badly, I can introduce you to.
Ah, but it's not good to keep him waiting, my subordinate. Hurry up and shows him already. I'm tired of this testimony. Lies! All lies, Edgy!
Well, if you wish to lie, then by all means continue. Because I'm ready to expose your lie at a moment's notice.
You won't get the better of me. Now let's see, how else can I lie?
I guess I'll just present
Yeah,
it
right.
on Mindy.
The first one, yeah.
Okay. Present, Mindy. Letter from Stalker.
Objection!
Stalker.
Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. God.
H, hey!
WH.
Why are you showing that thing to me?
Vindy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic?
But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing. I have amnesia now.
Objection! You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here.
The coconut landed on my head.
This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Ms. Mindy a visit. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, it's just weird. That is a startling coincidence.
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again.
Whoa, what the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English.
We are in America, you know. You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wandy to the average eye.
Wendy? Hey, stop picking on me. Guys, honestly, I feel so attacked right now. It's so embarrassing.
There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they?
No, they fucking suck.
For punching. But that will have to wait until we're off of this crime scene.
Damn, that was clever, Lang.
Eek! Edgy, save me from the scary man.
Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake.
That wasn't me.
He's willing to go to prison, or at least be arrested and charged with murder, so that he doesn't have to admit
It's embarrassing.
to writing a card
So
for an old lady.
It's also completely on brand for him, so I don't know why he thinks we have any standards left at this point.
Come again?
It's a fake. Someone's out to get me, so they made that fake letter. To set me up. Accept your defeat graciously, Jesus. But you guys are being so mean.
Hold it! Penmanship analysis.
What's that?
No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours.
What do waffles have anything to do with this?
And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter.
Go for an ego.
Ergo.
I'll never write another thing in my life.
Tisku, tisku, tisku. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. Where is the autograph? Wow! This is so interesting. This autograph and our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. What was that just now?
It was a little poop.
Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. Your whole life is that.
I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, Edgy.
So, he finally confesses.
I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, all right? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bust, Edgy.
Or respect a woman's privacy.
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney? What a criminally overactive imagination. Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down through the chimney.
Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment.
I'm really, really sorry.
Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least, I can attest to that about you.
Edgy,
They're playing like the sentimental music here, and I'm like,
Yeah,
this,
it's very out of...
This is a bad moment.
Larry just lied about stalking a girl, and we called him out, and that's literally all that's happened.
We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you. None
like
of this...
3 episodes
None
left?
of this is relevant. Ow! Jeez. In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butt sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. Hold it! No.
Hold it! Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Why didn't we use my not-so-fast line?
Yeah, I don't know.
Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. We're not. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay?
Ow! W? Hey, what? Edgy? What does the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet?
He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of the suspect, after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night. But the blood-stained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene, as long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite.
Eek! Edgy, that guy, he looks like he's seriously about to take a bite of... Hey, whoa. This is weird. No.
I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial.
Stop.
Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler.
This is weird.
I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got.
Not even close to final.
I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. But this is one game I can't afford to lose. Why are we jumping into the gambling metaphors?
Yeah, it's really going into that.
Trump card.
Why, Larry?
Why, Larry? I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damask II.
Congratulations.
Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect Larry Butts, in here too.
Wait, then he wasn't the first one to discover.
Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership? But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you? Hold it! If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that. Not so fast! Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? You're accusing me of fabricating evidence? You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. Ah! This man has some serious issues with prosecutors.
But come on, I can't think up something as complicated as that, right, Edgy? I'm pretty dumb.
You are, Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me, for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being, meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence.
Okay. Why?
Okay, bubble.
Why, Larry? Why? I was the one who found the body. Besides him, the samurai sword, glittering red, offering up the scent of blood. It's supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect Larry Butts, in here too. At the same time, was he just dicking around?
Just because he is the owner of the weapon, therefore he must be the killer, is it? No. Climbing all the way up to the chimney is plenty suspicious in my book as well. Objection! Regarding that, I have already drawn the truth out, and the truth is one thing I don't bend. Not so fast! It doesn't matter if it's you or whoever. You prosecutors are all the same.
Okay.
And as for me, prosecutors are the one thing I don't trust in.
Objection! What the fuck, man? An agent who doesn't trust prosecutors? What are you playing at?
Sorry, sis. But there are only two things I trust. My subordinates and evidence at the crime scene. Agent Lang hates prosecutors, but as long as he trusts evidence that has been left at a crime scene, then there is something I can show him that he can believe in. Friendship.
Oh, wow.
It's simply not possible that the samurai sword is the real murder weapon.
Okay.
So I should focus on proving that point to Agent Lang Foist.
What do we have on the sword in the first place? What does that look like? Didn't we... Okay. Samurai sword. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. What else do we have? Photograph. Flowers.
Okay.
Broken spear.
Okay.
Stand in request. Letter
Okay.
from stalker.
Okay.
Undershirt. And
Okay.
some hot dog.
Go back to before the sword.
Let's see. Where's that start?
Ugh.
Clear the note.
What is this?
This is the map saying go here.
Okay.
Try and get that statue. There's a statue there, and that's all older stuff. Okay. Something about the sword then. Let's press
Hold
this.
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood? Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the tests, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword. Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by.
Okay.
Covered in the victim's blood.
Then there's some... Wait, is this a new statement he just added? Oh, wait.
Yeah, I expect this is...
Oh, okay.
He beat the victim to death
with that thing. Do we have some evidence? So that's Manny. Look
at the sword.
So he beat him to death with this? I guess that's plausible.
Let's see.
What do we know? We don't have any evidence.
We don't have anything about the
besides
body
that
itself.
For this, yeah. Suspect I'll just press this then.
About this samurai sword, have you received a report from forensics yet? They confirm that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of his wound is consistent with the weapon? Tell me something. Do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't that body not be here? Well? I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating this room. Meaning that it's possible that he doesn't know about that piece of evidence's true nature. Anything else you'd like to chit-chat about? No? Good. Now let's continue.
Was it because it's hollow, like the spear?
He said the spear was hollow, but did he say the sword was hollow?
Maybe the spear has some detail about... The spear is hollow. Does the sword say it's hollow?
No. Oh, wait, check it? Press...
There's only this photo on here. Maybe the spear, because the weapons are hollow and the spear says it's hollow.
I guess. Try it. Objection!
Oh yeah, because all the weapons, I guess, would be hollow.
Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history.
Undyne used one. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip.
Oh yeah, I love Undertale. I think this whip is in a slightly different category.
Undertale should have had a whip user too.
So, what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent? Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy earlier.
Yeah, that's me.
And as you can clearly see, the insides of the Steel Samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there is not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that?
Okay.
Oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. But I wish they'd make them out of better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show.
Did he they got to that part in the script?
And he's just staring into space like,
The Steel Samurai special move was changed tonight because of him?
I just did whatever the fuck.
I knew that shit wasn't canon.
Youch! That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back on the topic of this spear.
Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, but all the chips are on the table. Let's spin the wheel. So all I can... Oh,
nice, he's still going with it.
All I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Blackjack.
Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the uncommon way. It's neither smart nor very clever.
That's why on the roulette, I put chips on every single number. Ms. Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor.
If you put one chip on every single number, you can't lose.
You will always win. It's great. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken.
Except for that blank spot, I think says... There's like a blank spot, right? Like
is
a
there?
Green. I think there's a green that like...
I'm not an expert.
Is a complete loss or something.
But how would that even work on roulette? How would that work on roulette?
Like, if it lands on the green spot, I don't think anybody wins
on
anything.
The wheel? Oh,
yeah, like there's a blank spot on the wheel.
I have no idea.
Maybe.
But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection! What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court no matter what.
I wonder if Francesca has something in Japanese she says that's like, is she like baka 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 or something like that?
It might be a more elegant thing that, I don't know.
There's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Hold it! That may be your opinion. However, I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth. Not so fast! That's extra as shit. You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire.
It's not really true.
Watch. See? Dead. And I'll be doing everything from now on.
Yeah,
I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that...
He just lightly tapped me since you can't see what happened.
The sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damask II without bending it. So, what do you think of my hypothetical scenario?
Maybe we'll tell him all about our
Maybe
thoughts
give me proof,
next
bitch.
time.
You know, how come I can't hypothesize and you can do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lank, do you have your own little organizer?
Lang more like lame.
Dang, good one, Alex.
I got him.